What's up, everybody? It's me, it's your girl, JUJU. From Everybody Loves JUJU 1-2 Talk Soup. What's up, Groovy? What's happening? First one up. What you up to? What's going on? What you gonna be watching today? What games you gonna be watching? What's up, RC? Welcome. Come on back. I'm listening but watching. No, that's cool because we're gonna talk about it. Vandy versus Auburn. Oh, Vandy's playing Auburn. Okay. And then we got Florida State playing Pitt. I don't know yet if Lassen's playing. South Carolina comes on against Arkansas. Duke and Louisville also at 4 o'clock. Georgia Tech, North Carolina State. Y'all might be kind of interested. What's up, Nip? And then you got, what you say, North Carolina, Syracuse? North Carolina, Syracuse? Let me see. I'm reading right. Let me go to NCAAW, y'all. Hope y'all are having a great day today. That you took care of your business. It's only 3 o'clock where I'm at. Probably dinner time, evening time for you guys. I think this game, when Michaela scored 55 of them things. No, she just scored 55. She had scored 53, and then she scored 55. So is this a team that she's playing again that she might have scored 53 on, Michaela? RC? So I got North Carolina, Syracuse, 5-4, ACC Network. 3:30, Alabama, Tennessee should be good. We got a lot of teams that scrambling to get into the tournament, their respective conference tournaments. So I kind of understand it a little bit better now. I was explaining with the Big Ten is 15-team tournament, and the reason I didn't really notice this before because I think we had the 2-game bye or something, and we played, and then we just played UCLA, and then we beat them to play Stanford. So maybe that's the way it is. Maybe as at the top of the conference, we get like a 2-game bye, play one person, and then play assumably UCLA for the Big Ten conference. RC said, I'm watching the game when she scored 50. Oh, got you. When she scored 55 points. It's a game from a few days ago. I'm playing catch up. Got it. Okay, so the 8 teams with the best records get 1 round bye. Okay, so but because we have a lot more teams, they said in the Big Ten, they were saying that there was like up to 15 teams could be in it, and that would give us a 2-game bye. Anybody here want to help me out? Correct me if I'm wrong. The reason I came, though, and the title is Did You Know This About JUJU Watkins? Before we start getting into the games. In our Discord, there was a discussion that Nippy brought up that she didn't know something about JUJU that I wanted to emphasize, and that I knew about, but she gave me the exact explanation. JUJU, I actually seen something posted the other day, and I should have screenshotted about her accomplishments. 2-round bye. I'm confused. Yeah, 2-round bye. Yeah. When she was, what'd you say, Nip? Let me see what you put that under. That was in a general chat. Probably not. Where'd you put this? What did you put this under? Oh, do you know? Do you like our assistant coach at Iowa, Raina Harmon? Never heard of her. I just know Jen Jensen, the one that was assistant to Bluter all that time. Stats analysis channel. Okay. Okay. All right. So some fun, a little fun trivia here. Not even trivia, just facts. Nip found out. She said Juju holds a single game record, 28 points, and the points per game average 20 and under 16. She's also the first and one of two, Jersey, I guess, being the other player to be named MVP for both under 16 and under 17. And I believe that's under the USA. And I believe she had played Mexico and Hungary. Um, Something to that effect. She traveled. She went international. She got 2 gold medals, and I did know she was MVP. And I also know that every time she plays in any kind of tournament, she's an MVP. Nike Slam, the Slam Classics, she's the MVPs. Whether she's a co or not, she's been doing this since she was like 14 years old. And if you remember, she was named Sports Illustrated Kid of the Year, right? For for these reasons, really. I think it was actually before she turned 16 and 17 and did these things. Because she was away in the summer. And this is one of the ways that I kind of heard about Juju is again, because I just her cousin set it up for all of these celebrities, athletes, comedians, actors, musicians, artists, to wish her happy birthday because she was out of the country. Um, I believe she had turned 17, and it was just back to back to back to back people um, sending her love and a message for her birthday when she was away for that summer. But you can see the clips of that, and you can see the clips of her game when she was away that summer. So it was kind of cool. Yeah, the Nike Summit would have been MVP of the Nike Summit if she wasn't injured. But I think she had played in that. They said if you watch it, she played in it when she was with Angel. Angel was on the court even. She played when Hannah, Fawali, Chloe, all of them were in it on the court. But each time the guy that walks around with the mic was like, our MVP from last year and this year. Like she's been MVP. She's been that girl. That's all I'm trying to say. She's been her all this time. This and what she's doing is not surprising. And if you said it one time, it's her trajectory um, that she's on. She's durable. She's healthy. Um, yeah, she probably did suffer some ankle injuries, but as you notice now, she doesn't wear the same shoes anymore. Being in college, she's got all the right conditioning and trainers and recovery, things to help her recover, all that, right? So one thing I'm really proud of this year is I don't see cramps, I don't see ankle injuries, I don't see any of that happening with her. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Um, I wish I could find it for you. And as we're watching, I'm trying to find which game should I be looking at. Nip, what you want to watch? Which game should I be checking out? Yeah, she's been doing injury prevention management for sure. I can see that. I definitely can see that. You said you see labor breathing. Hell yeah, because she working hard, but she like breathes right through it though. Like when you breathing hard like that, as long as you break your sweat and your body is able to cool down and cool off. Like I can see her just pushing through. You know what I mean? I can see her pushing through, even when everybody's legs are on that same level and going, giving out. Um, she's still going hard. Games for Juju today or today's games. I'm going to go to my DirecTV and find what I got coming. I can see on ESPN what they are, but I want to see what they actually will show me. I named off. I think before you came on, I named off Florida playing, South Carolina playing, Tennessee's playing today. Who's playing of keynote? I don't think any. I don't. Let me see. I don't even think two ranked teams. But that's the beauty of it, is that if no specific dual ranked teams are playing, then it's an opportunity to see where teams are that could be upset. Oh shoot! I hit the wrong button. Okay, let me get back to ESPN. Okay, so I said North Carolina is playing Syracuse. Nippy. It's 10-8. Alabama at 3:30 plays Tennessee. Tennessee is always fun to watch. See, just loving their progression. Notre Dame, I got to keep an eye on them. Kind of feel like we might be in a collision course. They play Miami. I think I want to see how they handle Miami. I'm going to see if Miami's going to bounce back, because Miami, they gave a big scare the other day. Big scare, in my opinion. Could have upset, I forget who it was. North, if it was North Carolina or not. Let me see. I got North Carolina up here. Lamone and FDU. That's what's on this. Let me look. I'm gonna put North Carolina on because the other game don't start till 3:30. 4 o'clock Notre Dame, Miami. South Carolina 4 o'clock SEC Network. Kentucky plays Missouri 4:30. Maryland plays Northwestern. Georgia plays. LSU comes on this evening. Oh, we got to check out NIP. We got to check out Illinois playing UCLA 6:30. I always like UCLA to wear them down before they come see us. Ohio State plays Indiana. That's going to be tough. Indiana ain't no joke. And Ohio State was struggling with Iowa, so they're going to see what we were feeling. Everybody judge not, lest you be judged. That's what I say. Judge not until you come on into the fold. I want to see Tennessee game. Okay, you want to see Tennessee game? We want to see Illinois UCLA. Let's see it later. Aaliyah Chavez is better smooth with her game. Nippy Elizabeth, I'm ultra excited to see when is she gonna decide? I thought she had to decide already, y'all. What's up? Do you think Georgia will have a chance of beating LSU? I think anybody has a chance of beating anybody right now if you let your guards down. What's up all about, Jazz? I think anybody can get got. You got to fight through, because these teams are just trying to hold on to try to get selected. And so while LSU may be thinking ahead to the Big Ten, you got teams that are trying to win. So they're coming out extra hard. Oh, I heard about Wemby's out. Wemby got thrombosis, blood clot in his shoulder, and it's like similar to what Chris Bosh had that ended his career. What's up, Brazil? Where you been? I have not seen you. What's up? RC said Nippy Elizabeth certainly beats me. Shrugs. Kind of crazy she didn't. I don't know why she hasn't chosen. Why wasn't Special K selected? That's strange to me. Then again, Hannah wasn't on the under 16. Special K is like 15 years old. Don't you got to be like 16? Because, being responsible for that age of a minor internationally is crazy. Hey, Ju, dang. Hey, Ju, doing that work. Man, that's what I said. I was talking about something earlier before y'all came in, and the reason I titled it, "Did you know this about JUJU Watkins?" Under 16, under 17, Ju played twice. For USA International gold medal. She averaged, would you say, Nip, over 20 points, 28 points a game. She was chosen MVP for both of those games. So she's been that girl for a very, very long time. And I was telling them, yeah. And then I think at 14, 15, that's when you see her on the cover of Sports Illustrated in 2020. So, and then they said that she had been playing in the Nike Summits since she was 14. Mark your calendars, April 1st, 2025, Girls McDonald All-American game. Yeah, I've been watching that for the last couple of years now. Been thoroughly satisfied with just being able to watch and pick some girls that I might like and follow. I remember the first time I started watching again was when Kiki Rice was there, and she was dominant. And I was like, "Oh, Kiki Rice, let's see what's going on." And then Fly J was there. That was her class. Of course, probably Betts, right? Brazil said, "What'd you say?" When I was here last week, some chatters were talking about Prince for TCO, which I didn't know about. I did some research, and she's a terrible person. Yeah, I mean, it sounds real horrible, right? Definitely not a good look. However, she's allowed to play. She's played, and then each time there's no conviction, there's investigations. So I don't really know what to think. I mean, the program was giving her a second chance. I mean, I'm not a judger. It's not a good look, but I know that some of my faves have had, like Shamika Hoslaw. You know, she went off busting windows, different thing. And I love Shamika Hoslaw. Actually, she had my number before I met her. She's long story how we met, but I don't want to judge people like that. So whatever's going on with her, she's there. She's doing her thing. So I don't know. I'm with you on USC. I'm a big fan, but I'm not biased. Do you have them in the Final Four? I have them in the Final Four. I had them in the Final Four since the beginning, before the season started. Why would North West forfeit 2 games? Jacob, I have no idea. They're going to probably have to explain that. I had them in the Final Four for a couple of reasons. One being that nobody had a dominant big, and the dominant big that I saw was 6'7" Lauren Betts, Audie Crooks, Sedona Prince, big from Texas, Old Acres. I mean, and everybody was put wherever they were put, but they had us ranked third. If you're going to go ahead and rank us third, I never felt like super threatened by any of the people that I never saw Notre Dame coming up the way they did. UConn was always a threat, but I knew Juju was going to have to. Juju was on her revenge tour, so I knew that was going to be a hell of a battle that they better hope they had everybody healthy for. So I think and Nippy can understand what I'm saying. I think that the group is starting to thin out and be all the people that she came up playing with. She was already cream of the crop, and all she needed was a couple pieces, around her, to round her out. And then, of course, chemistry and time to gel. She had the number one recruiting class of freshmen. Those three freshmen. Oh my God, I love them. They're doing so well as freshmen, all three of them. And I saw them over the summer in the same, under what was it, 17 and under, getting gold medals, playing with Joyce Edwards. Sarah Strong was out, and I was totally like okay with that. You know what I'm saying? So who was on the yeah, Jacob, she wasn't on there. I don't know. I just see, you got to Google it. You got to Google her games. I remember seeing her every time they would show a highlight. I just always seen her. You know what I mean? I always seen Juju running up and down, and then I knew she had. They spoke on it here and there. She got MVP. So I see that Juju basically taking over. I like that she has been more aggressive over the. Yeah, I think she can always take over, but the object is to try to get the others confident and that they trust each other to pass the ball to one another and to figure out where each other's wants about just chemistry building and to learn our offense, our pro style offense. Like this has been more aggressive over the last 5 games. I mean, it ain't gonna be like perfect when it's a new conference we never played in. A lot of teams that we never played. Like if we were going back through the Pac-12 and it was the same again, oh, we would have been undefeated, undefeated for sure, undefeated for sure in the Pac-12. It would have been so. It would have been a cakewalk. No, we knew all those teams. The only team we probably would have been battling against was is UCLA. That's I firmly believe that. Due in 2025 high school senior recruits to be freshmen in college come early winter this year. I only seen 2 players 6'5". Who? I've been trying to figure out where the you gotta help. You gotta tell us because me and Nippy been trying to and Jacob been trying to scout. We trying to scout. We trying to scout for where these doggone players are at. You gotta tell me who's 6'5" and above. You gotta tell me which team do you see them taking down in the Elite Eight? Ooh, all about Jazz. I mean, I think it'd be fair for us to wait to see the brackets on Sunday because I think that's when the final bracketologies are coming out or something they said. But as of right now, I believe it looks like we'll probably have to go through like Notre Dame, and I want to crack at them. I want to crack at them so bad, more than anything. I want to crack at them because I think if they're in our I need someone to help me with that with the brackets. RC Nip, if that's the bracket to say Elite Eight, and they have Notre Dame going to the finals and winning it, then you're going to see a championship game between USC and Notre Dame. So there you have it. Like that's who they would probably have to get by, and if that's who they have to get by, or Texas, those two teams will be like for me the two teams that will be in the Final Four. And if we want to be in the Final Four, then I got to get by them too. So one of them, unfortunately, is not going to be able to make it. Nippy Elizabeth and Juju went to. I'm beginning to think Aaliyah Chavez thinks she's going to go straight to the league like Kobe. I don't know. I'm not really sold on Aaliyah Chavez. I don't really see quite. I can't really see what the big deal is, so to speak. Nothing, no offense, but she's not really catching my eye or something. I don't know if it's because I need to see her against better talent or something, but I know Special K now whoop their ass, that team's ass. So I don't know. You're joking, RC, but I'm starting to think she does have a bit of an ego. I mean, from what I think that's what probably turned me off. I don't think freshman big could help much. Right, our big would have to come from the portal. That's what I'm saying, or overseas. I'm already me and Nip on the same page. Okay, that makes sense. We got to see about that bracket. Tell me about that bracket because I think that the way they have us lined up, it looks like South Carolina is coming over our way to Spokane, and they have to run into say like UCLA or something. So they'll get their chance to play UCLA. We'll get our chance to play Notre Dame. If they lose to UCLA and we lose to Notre Dame, then frick, those two gonna be in the finals. And then we got Texas. I'm not fully sold on. Although I think we beat them in a private scrimmage earlier this year, but I can't go off of earlier this year because they. But see, people just got to be real. People not really watching us. Like they'll play a real physical, helter skelter, beat us down kind of a game. The Trojans, and our girls will still come out ahead, and it's such a pleasure to watch. Our girls just hang in there; they keep their cool. We're trying to get Rhea and Kiki consistent, and I know they will for moments like that. We're trying to get our freshmen to knock some to knock some mids and some threes down and to continue to play tough D and tough ball, trying to get Malia in there. So I do the college recruiting stats too, and Nippy does high school. Okay. Well, maybe that's the plan. What's the plan? Political. I got to think back to what you could be talking about. The plan. The plan. You talking about Aaliyah? Because I think all I heard was that LSU was interested, so I kind of thought she was going to go there. And then Moki backed out and didn't want to pay $1 million. That's when I learned how much money these kids, be getting thrown at them. I was like, I guess she didn't want to put all her ducks, in a row. And I was like, dang, you already got a gang of guards. Why you want more? I mean, is she that good? She don't really impress me. She don't got no super height or like she's not exceptional, like super. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. If she got it like that, if she can come in, because the guards, my favorite class is actually, what my favorite class is, JUJU's class, and then I'm looking at Michaela Blake's, Sarah Strong, and Joyce Edwards, and Kenny Smith, and I'm looking at this class. This guy's bomb. Like I don't know. I don't even know nothing about other than Leah Chavez and some girls that are and Grace Knox, who's already chose from Etiwanda that chose LSU, and then Bella Hines, somebody named Bella Hines. Like I don't even know that class. Allow me to start some controversy. Okay. A team ranked in the top 6 getting blown out by 29 and with 3 losses. Mm-hmm. I would like to hear your thoughts, too, since I missed your top 25 discussion. Wow. Wow. My thoughts. They weren't 6. They're 6 now. Now they're ranked 6. And they got blown out by UConn, and they now have 3 losses, right? My thoughts are they need to have a come to Jesus moment, figure out. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been trying to say this, the whole time. And people say, well, we got 10, we got 13 people. My thing is this. The schedule that they had, and this is why they're still in the top seed, the schedule and the travel that these ladies have endured, these young players have endured, has been, and then losing Watkins is a lot. It's a lot, and they are experiencing it right now. They're feeling it, but it could be a good thing if their conditioning is straight, and the rest of their schedule seems pretty doable. But the gauntlet that they went through, the travel they went through, the many teams, ranked teams that they play. But hey, go out because you remember you got the bench. You got two starting teams, as they say, right? But I don't care. People are human. Their bodies are human, and losing Watkins is a big deal. But I think that, and this is really huge. And I'm not the coach, but and it's kind of late to do this. It should have been done sooner. Is I think your starting lineup should have been a little bit mixture of some of that bench. Somebody off the. I never for a moment thought that Fawali wasn't going to start this year. Never for a moment thought she wasn't going to start this year. I thought she earned it. I thought that she. I think. Well, I think without her in the starting lineup is the reason why you have a slow start. But I think that they'll be okay. But I don't think anyone's scared of them. I don't think anyone. I don't think anyone feels that that they're nervous about playing them. Like they don't have that intimidation factor when they come in. You know what I mean? Like something is different, and I can't put my finger on it with them. But I'm I thought they'd have 3 or 4 losses this year. I'm not gonna lie. I thought, and they still could. I thought they would have 3 losses for sure, and I felt that, and they still could have the 4th loss, which is which is not that big of a deal to lose your conference tournament. That's not a big deal. That's not a huge deal, right? Because your goal is to get through the March Madness tournament. You want to get to the finals, right? So if you lose that, unfortunately, that's another bump in the road. But I felt like they can. I feel like they can lose. They're not going to win that, and that they can suffer a loss, and that would be the 4th one that I see. But I was thinking that a lot of teams would have 2 and 3 and 4 losses. That's my thought. That I think it would come from UConn at 29 points. Only if they had all healthy players. Only if they had all healthy. AC Flood was on the floor for us, but not a full on healthy AC Flood. He didn't play hurt the whole time. So that's my thought. I hope that answers your question. I think Dawn. I think she backed off when it got so far out of control. At 20-something points, it's like it's really like no use to try to climb out of that. Waste all your energy trying to do that. That's a deep hole to climb out of, and I wouldn't have wasted a lot of energy on that either to do that. You just learn from. You got to learn from like, what did you do that week? How did you prepare that week? What did they expose in us? Were we hydrated? There's so many things that you got to look at that led up to that moment of they seem flat. But they also don't seem like they match up well against them either. I always looked at South Carolina, and I always looked at them like, if a good 3-point shooting team comes at them, they're gonna have a problem. I don't see their defense like go out far enough to stop, sharpshooter. The thing about Aaliyah is that she's on a bad team, and that's why she has to score so much. So I'm not impressed by what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, that's how it was back. She reminds me of like back in my day. Like we would have players stand out in high school, even in college, because you didn't have really, an ensemble of players around you, so you had to score that much points. You know what I mean? She really be chucking shots half the time. Oh, she be chucking. That's why I really can't really tell. I can't really get a sense of her. So I want to see her like in the McDonald's game and Nike Summit. I gotta check her out this summer. SC, we getting our lick back for sure. You getting your lick back for which one, Jazz? USC, tough hands down. I don't know. Oh, we're USC, SC, and you're talking about South Carolina. So, Jazz, answering Brazil's question, and you say you gotta get lick back from UCLA. You want to get your lick back from Texas. Well, let's start off with SEC teams. You need to get your lick back on Texas ass, and then hope you run into UConn or UCLA, because I damn sure want to shut all this Notre Dame talk down. Like I'm over it. I just know it's gonna be some good ball playing. Man, it's gonna be some good hoops. It's gonna be some good hoops, and I'm still not gonna judge nobody. I'm gonna learn a lot, but I'm not gonna judge anybody for their tournament play. Their own specific tournament play. But it's gonna still tell. It's up to them. It's up to them how they feel, how they do. Each team does in the tournament. Like, if it's a close game, you lose by 1 or 2 points or something like that, or like what is it going to say about you? or you coming out there and losing by 15, 18, 20 points or something like that in the finals of your tournament, like including us, if we do something like that, we'll be like, oh my God, what's wrong? What's going on? Like we need to fix this. This is not a good momentum to going into a week later into the tournament. What college would pay any incoming freshman $1 million? Her parents are insane for thinking they're getting that much. I don't think Juju got that much. I know, but the rules have changed. I think you got NIL um, increases, and then you got collectives. I guess they call them, but another name would be boosters. So I think she could get it from somebody. I think that much. I don't think Juju. No, I don't think she. I don't think she got that much either. I hate to say this, but sometimes Citron and Westbell don't always contribute against certain teams. So her doggone Miles have to put up big numbers in the tournament, and that's what I feel like too. So, but don't forget, Jazz. They got and she doesn't always do it either. But you got Latu King, and then I haven't heard from Prosper, and I haven't heard from Koval. Sometimes you're right. Sometimes like Westfield and Citron, everybody's like Sonia Citron this, Sonia Citron that. I don't know. I don't think they really be like including her in the offense enough. Like I think she could do more for them. You know what I mean? Because she be running around trying to play some defense and stuff. Whereas I feel like, dang, you guys don't even like include her in your in your offense as much as you could. And then when you do, she don't be hitting them threes like everybody thinks she do. I don't think she's all that, but go off. Louie, what's happening? Louie said, "What's up, chat? What's going on, chat?" Let's see. Hold on, I messed up. I gotta scroll up. I don't know why I can't use a keyboard. Okay. All right. Yeah, they're playing for Wally. Like they're playing for Wally. Let me see what you say. They're playing for Wally like Kobe when he got to the league, 6-man person. Yeah, because remember they put Kobe in like in a difficult situation, made him look bad, taking the last shot his rookie year. I was like, why would you do that to that kid? Everything fell on his shoulders because you old asses couldn't get it done. And it looked like, oh, poor kid. And I was like, well, why did you go to him? It's very obvious nobody else was going to do it. Tennessee is about to get blown off the court. By who, Groovy? Blown off the court. I don't think Tennessee will get blown off the court by anybody. Good point on strength of schedule. I was mostly wondering if they are worthy of being number 6. Damn. Worthy of number 6? Where would you have them? Hold on. Okay, they were 6, and they're 6, and then where did they have UConn? Behind them or ahead of them? Is UConn ahead of them? And LSU? I mean, it looked pretty bad. It looked pretty bad. Like, it looked pretty bad. Honestly, it looked like they have no offensive threat, like no real threat. So if you want to put them, where would you put them? If not 6? And then Michaela Blake's. I know Michaela Blake's. Ooh, she's a little motor, ain't she? Michaela Blake's be gone. And let me tell you, her and Camille, they stay together. They're gonna be a good duo next year. And if they put some stuff around them girls. Okay, what you got, Nip? Okay, so did you know this about JUJU Watkins? So we're still looking through JUJU Watkins' high school records, and the girl was really running it all 4 years. She was running it all. She was number 1. I learned that about her. She was number 1 as she left at the end of her senior year. She was number 1 all 4 years. If only she got the the championship, but that's when Ken Dog knocked her out. When they had a Wanda, low key reminds me of Kobe and LeBron's high school career. Her high school career was phenomenal. I would love to watch that game that you and I talk about all the time, that Christ the King game in LA. That was some good. But I still want to know about the girls on Christ the King. Like, where'd they go play? Because they was hooping. But she was hooping. She was getting fancy with it, with a little attitude, had a little swag to her and stuff. I'm like, Juju used to be more expressive and outgoing and doing too small and doing all that. That's when it was kind of cool to do. Now she's like, clean that up, matured at night. She's not into really that's not her thing. I remember the beginning of the season when people told me that Jude was the 7th best player in college. Who told you that? Who said she was the 7th best in college? Who delusional person said that? What? What? Okay. Coming off the hand injury, had a lot of weight, traveled around this summer, but still working out, but still could only work with one hand. Learning a new team, she's not around seniors that are kind of like, okay, Jude, let's let her ISO. We're going to do this offense this way. A lot of adjustments were being made. It's like, she didn't come out smoking. I knew it was going to come, and it's coming. I think certain teams are peaking, though. And you got to be careful of that. I remember the beginning. So, 7. I don't know who had her at 7. They delusional haters, according to Nippy. Nippy said they haters. Whoever said that is seriously delusional. Flage, Betts, Latson, Paige, Hannah, Sarah, Strong were the names they gave me. Olivia Miles. Yeah, Olivia Miles. I don't know if they would have had Olivia because we didn't even know what Olivia was going to do. But, I mean, I had a crystal ball on the easy foot, so that's what I'm talking about, Juju. I'm very excited to see who remains after all the dust settles. You know what I said, New Way. You was in there cracking up at me when I used to be going at it, like running my mouth. And then I was like, why am I running my mouth? I'm just talking hoop. But I was really like standing by my girls, standing by my team. And I really meant what I said. Like, I looked at the schedule. I knew who we were going to beat. I did not predict Notre Dame, and I still wouldn't have thought that we would have lost to Notre Dame with Kennedy being there and the rhythm that we were in our defense. I'm so proud of. So I would have never saw that coming. I'm not saying would have blown them out, but I never saw that. So I'm talking about you. Very excited to see the remains after the dust. This has been a great year for women's basketball. March Madness, here we come. Tell me about it. They were 4 and got blown out. I don't know what happened. I believe SC is a top 3 team in the country. They just didn't play themselves against UConn like that. Just wasn't South Carolina we're familiar with. Nippy, I think SC was exposed back in the lane and make them shoot the threes, which they only have 1 3-point shooter. And Brazil, I could agree. I could agree. And you think that 1 3-point shooter is who do you think it is? Tessa? I thought it was Tessa, and I don't know where the hell Tessa was. So, who do you think it is? Do you think it's Tahina? Because if you think it's Tahina and I think it's Tessa, then they may have 1.5. Okay? You can do something with 1.5. Does Anissa go number 2 in the draft? Damn. Wow, that's a great question. I got Anissa high. I already had her. I already had it high in my draft before season started. I had her in AZ 3 and 4. Sorry, guys, I did. I had her 3 and 4. But it's crazy because it all has to do with what team has to pick and what they need. But I really kind of like had them both high, and I'm still gonna stand by Nisa. I'm still gonna stand by her. Pack the lane. Wait, Brazil, pack the lane on who? Pack the lane. In Instagram trolls. I didn't see any Instagram trolls, but I don't want to see them. You knocked them out before. I see them. A lot of those girls just end up not adapting quickly in college and get lost in the mix. That's why it's always so impressive when a freshman dominates the way Ju did. It's very impressive. Or, Sarah Strong or um, I'm trying to think of another. Oh, Jay was so good that freshman year too in the SEC. She was freshman of the year in the SEC. Juju was making a statement against Christ the King. Love that game. I just love that game, that Christ the King. It was like, because it was on Staples Center floor, and it was like, I know Bronny and LeBron came because they were going to play out there, and it was so cool. FIBA, that's what it's called. Yeah. Did you know Juju was named MVP of the 21 and under 16 American Championship and the 22? Yes, we did, Louie. That's what we opened up the show with. That's what Nippy and I were talking about prior that made me come up here to say, did you know? And I was looking for all of you guys to give me a did you know moment about Juju. And I started off with that one, that she was named the MVP. But did you know, and Nippy can tell you what she averaged, and why it was very significant that she was like one of the only players to do this, right? To score over 20 points, and what her average was. Did you know what she averaged? All About Jazz. I don't think she's number 2. If she displays a midi, sure, but she's eating down low. She has a midi in the back. How many? You didn't give me the answer behind South Carolina. How many 3-point snipers do they have? Consistent 3-point shooters. Standing your ground is a good look on you. Yes, I'm thinking pop out. Okay, you were thinking pop out. So were you thinking about Tessa as Brazil? What do you think about Tessa? Juju has NIL deals with. Okay, here's another did you know from Louie. Did you know that Juju has NIL deals with Nike, Gatorade, AT&T, Celsius, Dove, Ritz, Wells Fargo? Did you know that? No, not the Wells Fargo. I didn't know. I know about Nerd Wallet, at NIYC Cosmetics, at Mealy Organics hair products, at Chipotle, at come on, guys, what am I forgetting? You said yeah. I can't think of any more, but I know that I'm sure there's some lurking that we forgot. Oh, this is insurance company in Los Angeles. I think she got that too. I agree. Jazz says, I think Morrow is 3-level scorer. She scores inside, outside the paint with the rebounding and putbacks. Morrow is too strong. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you all day. See, everybody, I'm over Nerd Wallet. Yep, Beats. Damn, she got Beats, huh? She do got Beats. How did I forget that? She had some nice ones on last night. Oh, she had some nice ones on last night. So did you guys peep the shoes that you had on? They were watermelon colored with green. Now, the team had on these shoes from Vanessa for Ray and Kyle. Ray is big with the cancer and the K Yao the K Yao charity moment, right? So the shoes that she had on, everybody had on those shoes that Vanessa gave, but Vanessa gave Juju an exclusive pair. They were real shiny, beautiful shoes, watermelon color with this green emblem on the tongue and on the bottom of the shoe. Beautiful shiny shoe, and they were just a personal edition that she was wearing. Beautiful shoe, but they were different. She stood out from her team, but she was still within, the classic, the KI classic moment. Nerd Wallet, yeah, as well as Beats, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Joyce Edwards is looking good. Joyce is doing really, really well. Still not my freshman of the year But it's real crazy to think that she is leading scorer for the team. Did you know she participated in the SummerSlam Classic? Yep. All four. That's what I told you in the beginning, Nip. All 4 years. All 4 years. They said that when all 4 years, and when I watched a couple of them, they were saying her senior, and she's back. She's been MVP all over those times. She's been playing in that thing since she was like 14. Crazy, right? And she's been number one in the country since she was 14. That's why when you hit it on the nail, when you said her trajectory is this, and this, you got it. That's why I was like, okay, Nip, you're my ranch. You coming over here with me because you get it. You know her history. And that's why she's getting the mural that Kobe was on, that Otani was on. I think LeBron has been on. It's downtown LA. Well, not all the way downtown LA at all. It's by the LA Live, what we call LA Live, which is our entertainment hub where the crypto center is. And on Olympic, right under the car wash. And it's this thing, it's like 3 pillars. And it's the outfit that she has on from the Nike commercial. Of course, she had one of the biggest, highest paid Nike deal. And now you can see, being the only college person in that video, that Super Bowl commercial. Crazy work, Juju. Crazy work. The one 3-point shooter I was thinking about was Tahina. Okay, Tahina. That's what I wanted to say. But then that's the one. So crazy that you didn't even give no love to Tessa. Juju deserved Player of the Year, hands down. And I got Edwards getting Freshman of the Year. And Lay getting 6th Woman of the Year. Yeah, I can get with that. I don't know about Joyce getting that over Sarah Strong. I can't do that. I cannot. I like Joyce a lot, but I can't do that. I can't do that. I knew I had to just back off when Louis I had to just back off when people were like, no, Hannah this, Hannah that. I see it all over things. I said, you know what? I started to look. I said, you know what? I'm gonna give Hannah the edge. But I knew. I was like, you can make it a front runner, but she ain't gonna stay there, in my opinion. I said, Ju hasn't done it yet, but she's gonna do something. And then when you look back at what she's done, you're gonna realize, you know what? These numbers aren't so bad. Like she's really been pretty doggone. She's had some moments this year, some very consistent, some very impactful moments. 9 for 11 and threes, 40-point ball. Before there was a 40-point ball, then people started doing 40-point balls. She still has a chance to do a 50-point ball. We don't know. I bet what I noticed with her, everyone wants to talk about her scoring, and it's like if she were to get the calls, she'll give you 22 a night. But if she would get the 8 points from the free throw, that's 30 every night. You give her single coverage, that's 30 to 40 points a night. Damn near every night. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Give her single coverage and see what happens. I dare you. Corey learned. Don't do that. You can't do that. But you might need to do that. And then her biggest shit is like, I think, what did she have? She had 15 rebounds back east, something like that. I know for sure she's gotten 11. I think she had like a 15 ball rebound against Maryland. And then she had like 8 blocks. Please. And I think she had a lot of steals before this year. Like, why wouldn't that girl? How could she not be Player of the Year when every team throws 2 to 3 at her? That's isn't that what they used to do to Michael and Kobe and Shaq? Isn't that like when you get an Asia Wilson? Isn't that when you get doubled and tripled? Isn't that kind of tell you that you're a Player of the Year? I mean, you're the best player in college. The hair product endorsement came out at the wrong time because right then people started to coming out about the change formula. Yeah, right. I agree. I saw that, Nippy. That's a real intricate thing that you're saying because they were talking about that. They were talking about the intricacies of the formula changing about months before that, and then she really wasn't saying anything. And then finally, when it dropped, I was like, ugh, I don't like that. Those shoes were fire. Did you see those shoes? Oh my god, look at those shoes. They did a close up on them, and they were just like they were just so nice. Like certain pinks, but the way they did the pink, I could get with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want them bad. Like I could do something with that with black. Oh yeah, black and pink for sure. I'm telling y'all, junior senior Juju is gonna be crazy. You think she's doing historical stuff now, man? It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick because it's gonna be she's so comfortable out there already. Like she's be like taking her time, picking her spots. It's gonna get worse, like in a good way, when because that's what like by my junior senior high school was like, especially my senior, it was just like I could do whatever I imagined. I would think of something that I could do that could set the place on fire because it was like I just knew I could do whatever I wanted to do, and you're just that comfortable. Now she's been through the Big Ten, so you know what to expect. You know what I'd like to see, guys, on the schedule? I'd like to see us play. Let's talk about that. Who would you guys like USC to play next year? I want us to play more SEC teams. We need to get out. We need to get outside, y'all. We need to get outside. We need to play. We have to play Notre Dame already, so don't mention that because we have to go there. UConn's gonna come to us, but we gotta throw in like a LSU or South Carolina or Texas. We need to go ahead and not be afraid of what our record might look like, and throw something like that in there, or we'll be real crazy. But I wouldn't want to play. Well, you know what? Tennessee may not look the same, so I don't care. I'll play Tennessee, but we might want to play some of them like December. Let us get our chemistry together. You know, like put them on the calendar. They also wanted her to do modeling. Understandable. It's so funny. It's so funny because that's what her family had wanted to do initially before basketball. And then as I read that article by No Cap Space, what you were saying that about her wanting to be a judge, right? Meeting Ketanji Brown before Ketanji Brown became Supreme Court judge, and just the connections that the family has with the activism. She wants to be an activist and stuff. But it's like, in a way, it's like me. I wanted to be a doctor. And like the core of it was I want to help people, right? I want to help people, help heal people, help keep children safe, people safe. But I ended up being a social worker. So it's similar. It's like you may be close to what God wants you to be, but ultimately it'd be something like, well, you can do it in this way through your gifts and through your talents. I low-key feel bad for Hannah because since high school, she's had to basically play second fiddle to Juju. Even then, it was Michaela ranked higher than her. Yeah, Michaela was ranked higher than her, right? Michaela was like number 2. But did you notice, like, Hannah had to grow into herself and grow into her size? Because I look at her standing next to Ju at the Nike Summit. She looked like a little girl. And then I look at her when she got to the McDonald's. She looked a little bit like she was coming along. And now when I see her, she looks more full grown, coming, into some good size. But boy, she was not ready. She was not ready. She was not ready to go toe to toe. But Ju was like 6'1" when she was playing under 16, 15 and all that. She wasn't 6'2" yet. And then Ju had the nerve to grow to 6'2" by college. Let's not ignore Don Staley said Juju is gonna go down as the greatest women's basketball player of all time, and she had age. Well, she did. She did say that. She did, and nobody want to talk about that. She did. What's up, Miss D? What's up, man? Someone else said that, Jacob, but I haven't seen that yet. Where did you hear that from? I know for sure Gil Arena said that, and I think I've seen Don say that before. And Juju was a 17-year-old high school player at the time. We'll have to find that for you. But Gil Arenas, Nippy, he quoted her. He said, I quote, and she have not come out and denied it. I was teasing Sess. Juju can play in a remake of Love and Basketball. Sanaa Lathan was at the game. She loves Sanaa. Yeah, Miss D, for real. Here's how I see it happening. Okay, Jill for one said on her interview at the boardroom, she said, "I really want Sanaa to come to my game." She saw her at the Sparks game, which Sanaa has been coming to the Sparks game uh, ever since the movie came out. A little fun fact: the director was on my. I'm friends with. I don't have her number or anything anymore, not like that. But when we played before the movie was coming out, she told me about the screenplay, and so like a lot of my friends that were extras, and one is actually on that played for USC that I'm gonna have come up here was in it. But Gina played on my basketball team, and Big Tony, the girl Big Tone in this movie, she wanted my best friend to play that part. And she was the captain of our. We had like a Rancho League, and we played against um, other players. Or one, I know Nikki Grimman plays for the Sparks and won a ring, but she was on the opposite team. But in the gym that I was playing in, um, before Gina put it out, she had told me about the screenplay and what she was going to do. And she played basketball for track for UCLA. Not basketball. She wanted to play basketball, but she ran track. She went to UCLA and she tried to pitch it to them, but they said no. And that's crazy because now you blew it. Because now, it's our thing. It's Monica McCall's our thing. Um, I think Juju should play that. At the end of the movie, which they did later, back in the day when we were playing at the forum, they have a little dark skinned girl, baby, right? But Juju can be the other baby, like that we never got to see, that looks more like Sanaa than her daddy, and that other little girl looks like the daddy. As you look at the movie, the Sanaa is lighter than her sibling. Remember, and then her mother was dark, and then her daddy was sort of light. So it would be perfect. Don't be surprised if she doesn't do that, if she doesn't play. And I think Gina was talking about recently, like talking about like it would be that she can add more like it'd be better to do it this way because the NIL we weave that in and brands and everything that's going on now that was different because that movie touched me so much it made me cry. She's younger than me, but it made me cry because I had to face all the stuff she was talking about, even to the point where I was like the dilemma with the boyfriend and the dilemma with like we have curfew or you finally get to start. And if you make one mistake, I'm serious, you mess up, you be late, you anything crazy like that, you'll be back down at the bottom of the bench and you gotta work your way back up to the starting position again. Like that was so hard on us back in the day. It was like crazy. It was like everything she was talking about, even with him not understanding. I had a boyfriend in high school that was like that, just like you love basketball more than me and just all this kind of stuff. It was just like so hard to make the choice. It was crazy. Nippy, is Kobe 6 Pro WNBA All-Star 2024. Okay. Is that the shoes she had on last night? South Carolina, LSU. But that's my thought. You gotta play their daughter and she gotta bring it up into this era. Trust me, it's gonna happen. You want them to play South Carolina, I agree. LSU, I agree. Texas, I agree. Okay. Send me the link, Jacob. I want to play SEC teams also and tough mid majors. Okay. Tough mid majors. Y'all, y'all don't know this, but the teams that we were playing had won WNITs and they were tops in their mid majors. They were top teams because I saw someone do a breakdown of the schedule that Lindsay created and why it made sense and how she was getting her points off of these things. So it wasn't like, and then I had said this before I had heard them talk, was when you have a new team, you don't, I kept saying, I don't want to play the number one team. I don't want to do that, like right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? I need us to give them time to get their confidence, get some chemistry, get some, why are we going to do that? Where Notre Dame, or even Notre Dame, been playing together longer than us. South Carolina, you've been playing longer than us. Like, we haven't even got a year under our belt. Now, if you want to throw us through the mix and like, well, fine, you got a year now. Who's it gonna be? TiVo's gonna be gone. Kiki's gonna be gone. Ray is gonna be gone. The only returners are Avery, Kennedy, Malia, that are getting minutes, by the way. And Kaylee Echo. So if you want to throw us in and see what Juju got, then bring it on. She should have played tennis. You can make a lot more money, travel, and help elevate Black athletes on the global stage. We got Coco Gauff. We good. We got Coco Gauff, and she didn't want to play. Haley Way, Hannah was behind Jaden Donovan. Yep. I know for while it was 13th. I think Hannah was like 6 or something. I don't know. I saw Jaden Donovan the other night, and I was like, oh, I kind of liked. I like what I saw when she was out there. She was actually getting better. She was actually doing really well. She didn't really come in like last year, like cooking. Look at Madison Booker. Y'all, tell me where Madison Booker was in that class, and look at Madison Booker now. Look where Madison Booker was. You can do the same with basketball and be one of the trailblazers that grows the game, which is better than tennis, in my opinion. Basketball is still growing in popularity and globally. Basketball been all that. It's just been the marketing, and it's been the, in context that we got to get people to stop comparing basketball to male basketball, which now if you do it, I hear so many men walking away talking about, I just rather watch the women. They love the women. They love how we getting down, and we've been getting down like this for a long time. But not as many on one team have I ever seen that. Context: Nippy Gill's daughter played with Ju. Yeah, she did for 2 years, and I think they were good friends. Yep. Yeah, we know. She played for Louisville now, and Zach Randolph's daughter also. And Ju came from Windward. And Ju played under Vanessa Nygaard, who played for Stanford, but it was coaching Phoenix, that coach that got fired. And then also probably over there, I think, was Ebony Hoffman, who's now the assistant coach for Seattle. And I want to say Noe had coached at Windward as well. I could be mistaken at one point, but Noe's been behind Dan Hughes for a long time, so it must have been a while ago. But yeah, she had to actually, like, she needed to switch to Sierra because Sierra was going to continue. It was better for her to go ahead and mix with that private school and mix in with them to get the dub, because it was like splitting the vote. You got Juju over here beating up on you, but really can't go that far with that squad. You guys can't go that far, but you can go far, but you can't go that far without her. So it was better for her to go. That coach is way better at Sierra. Really, 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 really like that coach. Nippy, not like basketball. Coco's worth around $30 million. She's only 20, and now she's an investor in Unrivaled. Juju's an investor in Unrivaled Ghost. And why not do something that you want to do? She told you in her video she doesn't want to play tennis. I don't really want to love a basketball sequel. These Hollywood writers aren't as good like they used to be. Gina, that's Gina's story. Gina wrote that story. Plus, I don't want no on-screen romance with my girl. You don't have to do. It's a sequel. It's not the same movie like done over. It's not the same movie, so you don't have to have that. Yeah, I know, Jacob. She plays at Louisville with. Yeah, she plays at Louisville. Nippy, not like tennis. Coco was worth 30 million. She's only 20, and now she's an investor for him. Juju's an investor at 19. Hello, you better tell somebody. Juju ain't Aunt Edwards, and Aunt Edwards as her love interest. Why you gotta be him? Shit. I thought her little prom date DJ Wagner was a cutie pie. By the time Juju gets to the pros, I expect the WNBA to have better contracts, especially for franchise play. You know they are, especially, but her money will always come from partnerships with you said MJ, you mean Clutch. Heck no, Ms. D, no Anthony, keep that youngin. No man, that baby got baby mamas and babies. Please, Juju gonna be the only baby mama for anybody. Serena was working with UNICEF 20 years ago to bring attention to West African women's basketball. Will always be trying to catch up to tennis and earnings and impact. Oh, and by the way, did you know that Shanae Bumake is over the African Committee for basketball? So we're growing as well internationally. Take care, good people. For sure, for sure. Come back anytime. What's Juju's rookie salary in the W going to be? It's going to be no, buddy. Where you been? The negotiations haven't even happened. We don't know yet what the contract is going to look like. But that 2027 class is going to make money, and we're not worried about what her rookie contract is going to make, bro. Like, didn't you know what she's making outside of all of that? Juju might grow the game of basketball. Coco already is. Katie Clark already is. Irrelevant goes irrelevant. What's the point of you bringing this up? Really? Go switch. Why are we talking about her playing down tennis? Now our receipts are too heavy for you. What are you talking about, Ghost? I didn't bring it up. Boy, did you? Are you watching SC Arkansas? Not yet. I'm about to turn it off. Y'all. You're not gonna go switching the girl. We gonna grow somebody up right behind Coco Golf, just like we did behind Venus and Serena. Michael Jordan made less than $6 million with the rookie contract, and look what he did for this game. Boom, yow. Ooh, pick something. You better be careful, Ghost. If you trolling, she got the wrench. We don't have no nonsensical conversations like that over here. I gotta go. You guys be right back. My mom's calling. Hold on. Let's check on her. Okay, y'all. Arkansas's butt. Are they getting their butts kicked? Okay. So this show was about the thing to tell us, did you know this about JUJU Watkins? And I want to thank you guys for participating and brought some things that we did and we did not know regarding JUJU Watkins, along with us talking some hoops. So I'm going to go out and come back in. I have to go and do something. And at 5:30 my time, I'm going to have to go pick up her dinner. But I am going to be watching the games and I'll come back in if something good is happening. Arkansas's butt. Big Suey. I think I don't know. I ain't from Arkansas. That Higginbottom girl, nice, but Don will have her way to shut her down. Well, let's check it out because Higginbottom, I've heard a lot about this Higginbottom girl, y'all. So, Nip, y'all, come on back. Hit that like button on your way out. I'll start another stream later. I got to take care of something. And thank you for watching. Thank you for participating on this little segment. It was an hour and 16 minutes. I love spending it with you. You know, I'll be back. I'm going to watch some of these games. If something real good pops up, we'll talk about. I'll turn to that channel. Hit me in the Discord. For sure for UCLA, because that'll be more like I'll be done with her and dinner and my dinner. Go have some dinner yourselves. Take it easy, y'all. Thinking about it's too small, too tiny. Got that athleticism, Hannah, and peace. Hey, we'll see though, right? I'm telling you, including my team, anybody can be got now. Maybe not, but maybe so. We'll see. But we're gonna come back, RC, for the UCLA game, okay? Because we want to check. We want to see how Illinois is. I think Illinois is pretty tough, okay? Illinois is gonna give them a little run, and I can't wait to see it. All right, see y'all in a bit.